Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, Mariah's Moods. In today's video, I want to talk about all the books that I plan on reading in the month of May. Okay, so May is a super exciting month for me. I have a lot of fun things that happen in May. First of all, two of my children are born in May, so we've got two birthdays to celebrate. We're wrapping up the school year in May, which is always exciting. We have a 5th grade graduation to attend. We have family visiting in the month of May. So May is going to be jam-packed. However, I've decided that I am not going to let that get in the way of my reading because April was a fantastic reading month, and so I just want to keep the momentum going. Now, I decided to not really cater my reading to necessarily my goals that I have in my reading journal. I'm hoping that they kind of just fall in organically, and it was more just like, what do I kind of feel like tackling in the month of May? So let's go ahead and get into the TBR. The first book that I have on my TBR that I would like to read is Tower at Dawn by Sarah J. Maas. So I've been working through the Throne of Glass series. Last month I finished Empire of Storms, and I just want to keep consuming this series. So Tower of Dawn it is. I don't want to really talk much about it because this is book 6 of the series, and I don't want to have any spoilers for you guys, but just know that I plan on reading Tower of Dawn. The next book in my TBR is going to be Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton. I don't know what it is. Like, I'm just in like a very sci-fi mood, or just like science related. I think I'm just kind of like hit this rut at work when I am a science teacher. So I just want to consume some more science in a more fun, entertaining way. So why not go to the source? So Jurassic Park is one of my favorite childhood movies. My childhood, I kind of like think back on many movies. I grew up just watching thrillers and mysteries and sci-fi with my dad, and Jurassic Park was just one of those that I consistently would watch on repeat into today. It's just a comfort movie, but I have never actually read the book. Does this even need like an explanation? I feel like everyone at this point should know what Jurassic Park is, but if not, basically this is written in the 90s, so we're kind of seeing the emergence of biotechnology and genetic engineering, recombinant DNA, and so forth. And so it's kind of following the implication of what we could do with that type of technology, and essentially they bring back dinosaurs and shit goes down. I don't know the extent of how much of the movie actually incorporates stuff from the novel, so I'm really anxious to see the similarities and differences between the two formats. My next book that I want to read this month is something that I will be reading for my book club. We decided to pick up Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. Don't really know much what this is about. I believe it's following like this wizard protege, like maybe one of the most powerful ones, and maybe his life, the rise of, you know, his power. I believe a murder is involved, but I think it is told from his perspective on basically his life. I could be absolutely wrong, but I want to go in this basically blind. I'm very excited to get into this very soon. So I've got a lot of fantasy and sci-fi for the month of May just by obligations and things that I immediately want to read. So I thought it would be fun to go ahead and pick up a romance. I'm still keeping on theme. I don't know what it is. I'm all about the science this month. So I'm going to be finally reading The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. I have not read any Ali Hazelwood. I figure why not start here? So I believe that this is a fake dating story between Olive and Adam. I don't know if they're academic rivals. I honestly really don't know much. I'm doing such a great job in this video explaining these books, right? Like, I just pick up books, don't know what they're about. So we're following Olive and Adam, who have just basically started this fake dating relationship. Olive is trying to convince her friend that she is happy and like ready for her happily ever after, and basically kisses the first guy she sees, which ends up being Adam, which is a well-known professor around the university, but also kind of a jerk. And so I think their relationship kind of goes from there. I'm not really sure if it's academic rivals, but it does sound very interesting. I do like a fake dating trope, so I'm hoping that it's done pretty well, but I know a lot of people love this story, so I have high hopes. The next book that I would like to read to kind of break up the sci-fi, fantasy, even science romance would be The Family Game by Catherine Steadman. So this is following Harriet. Harriet is engaged to Edward, who is a part of a very, very affluent family. She is a rising author, and I guess she goes to either meet his family or like have dinner at this family, but either way, Edward's father, Robert, gives Harriet a cassette tape. Supposed to be of just like some notes of a novel that he's been working on, but it turns out that it might actually be a true confession. So I think Harriet is meant to kind of figure out, is this true, is this false, and why would Robert give her this type of information that could bring the whole family down? This sounds so entertaining, and I love a good like game, or a game that's associated with a mystery, so I'm very, very excited, and I hope it doesn't let me down. So the final two books that I want to read in the month of May are very, very exciting and special to me. So as I mentioned before, two of my children are born in the month of May. My two oldest daughters, actually their birthdays are a day apart, so May is actually very, very busy for me, but I thought it would be fun to kind of read some books that are more so dedicated to them. So a couple of years ago, I was gifted the entire Twisted Tales series. If you haven't heard about Twisted Tales, it's essentially a twisted take on our classic Disney stories. Kind of has an alternate ending or an alternate plot, and how would that fall through. So I've been slowly over the last couple of years making my way through the series. I've honestly only read 2, and there's a ton of books. So I thought it would be fun, because my children love Disney so much, to pick a book from that series that represents one of their favorite characters out of the ones that I have. So the first one that I'll be reading is for my first daughter, whose birthday falls in May, and she decided to choose Mulan. So Mulan is one of her favorite characters, so I will be reading Reflection by Elizabeth Lim. This is the twisted tale on the classic Disney story of Mulan, and basically the premise is what if Mulan had traveled to the underworld? So that sounds super interesting. I really love Mulan. As a family, we love it, especially the original animated movie with the music and Mushu, and I know that this is probably not going to be as funny, but I am interested to see, well, what happened if she went into the underworld? And then the last book that I want to read this month, also themed with my second daughter's birthday, is going to be Go the Distance, and this one was written by Jen Kalonita. So this is the twisted take on Hercules. So this daughter's favorite princess character is Meg from Hercules, so she picked out Go the Distance, and this is what if Meg had become the Greek god. So forget about Hercules, bring on Meg, and I am so excited to get into this one and discuss my thoughts with my daughter. Yeah. Mamma mia. That's how you know I have such an ambitious TBR. Okay, so here is my very ambitious TBR for the month of May. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself, because like I said, I've got a lot going on this month, but I also want to do a lot of reading. So stay tuned to my channel to see what exactly I get done from this list, and let's hope that I actually accomplish my goal. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and I would greatly appreciate it if you were to subscribe to my channel. If you love bookish stuff and lifestyle content, you are in the right spot. I hope you're having a wonderful day out there, and that your day is full of good moods and good vibes, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!